everyone, so I'm getting ready to go to work in about 30 minutes, so I have to hurry up and do this video. But a lot of you have asked forever since I can remember that you wanted me to do a drugstore foundation routine just because you might not have the funds right now to buy a high-end product. Well, I I didn't really want to do it just because I didn't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of different foundations from the drugstore. But since it was summer, I had ran out of my MAC Studio Fix fluid, which is what I usually wear, and I absolutely love this foundation. But in the summer, I kind of want it to be a more quick process. I don't want to have to, shake up my foundation and squirt it out and get my stippling brush and spread the foundation out and stipple it onto my face. I want something that's quick and easy and will get me out the door, and also is very light, because summer, that's a pretty full coverage foundation. That covers really well. It's pretty thick, but to me, my skin is used to it. But I really wanted something light and easy, so I went to the drugstore and I bought a different kinds of more like tinted moisturizer, and I got one from Neutrogena, and they had a tinted moisturizer, and it was okay. I didn't really like it that much, so I went back and looked at Neutrogena because I absolutely swear by that brand. That's where Skin Idea is from. It's an amazing brand, and I really like their makeup for foundation wise. So I went back and I got this foundation, and it's called Healthy Skin Enhancer 3 Daily Essentials in 1. This is what the bottle looks like. It comes with a little pump, and the 3-in-1 is 1, it has retinol treatment, 2, it's an SPF 20 moisturizer, and 3, it has a sheer tint. So basically it's going to protect your skin from the sun, and it's going to help excuse me, it's going to help heal your skin. Now, it says the purpose of this is for sunscreen, and it really does. It smells straight up like sunscreen, but I absolutely love it. I feel like this gives me pretty good coverage. Like, it doesn't even feel like a tinted moisturizer. It feels like a light foundation sorry, that acts as a moisturizer. So I absolutely love this, and this is now my everyday foundation that I wear in the summer at least. So it's quick and easy. And then I also wanted a primer because I have redness. You can't really tell on the camera, but I have redness on my cheeks. It's light red, but it bothers me, and so that's why I always go for full coverage foundation, because I don't want to have to buy a foundation and then put concealer on my cheeks. I want the foundation to work. So I was like, well, how about I buy a primer that will help with that? That way I can use this foundation, this Neutrogena foundation, even though it will be a light coverage. So I was looking around, and I picked up L'Oreal's Studio Secrets Anti-Redness Primer, and it's green. Yes, it literally comes out of the tube green, but in the color wheel, green cancels out red, so that's why it's green. So this is what it looks like, and it's a primer, and I apply it right here on my cheeks, and this totally gets rid of all redness that I have. I absolutely love this primer. I will use this primer for as long as until I find a better one, and right now this is pretty freaking good. So I also wanted a concealer for under my eyes because the concealer I'm using melted. It all melted. It was my camo quad, and it all melted into one big color, so I didn't want that. So I went to Neutrogena again, and I found this 3-in-1 concealer for eyes, and 1, it's a concealer, 2, it's an eye cream, and 3, it has SPF 20. This is what it looks like. So this is also going to work with the skin under your eyes. Not only is it concealing, but it's working with the skin and making it healthy. And so I got both of these. These are my absolute favorite now. I use them every single day. And I got the primer. Now, I don't even use brushes with this. So, woohoo! This is even a cheap look overall, because you don't even have to use brushes. It's called your hands. Just make sure that they are washed and cleaned, or you will be putting oil and bacteria on your face. So the color I got for this, now it's gonna sound like it's gonna look pretty dark when I put it on, but I promise you it's not. It's neutral to tan, number 40. This is, and I got light. I got the color light for my concealer just because I like to brighten up under my eyes. Okay, so I will go ahead with my tutorial. I just wanted to talk about it. So this is my drugstore foundation routine, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to be taking my Studio Secrets primer, and I'm going to do one little pump. It's going to look like that on my finger. I'm going to tap my fingers together, and I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. And like I said, I know you guys can't really tell, but it really does cancel out any redness I have. I don't really have redness on my forehead. I just apply it anyways. And I'm doing a little bit on and around my nose. Just because sometimes you can get red right here. But the red is like red splotchiness on my cheeks. So that's what I mainly got this for, is to get rid of the redness on my cheeks. I'm just putting a little bit extra. See, it's nothing fancy. You don't have to make sure it's all evened out or whatever. So you can't even tell I have green on my face. Okay, so now foundation. I'm going to do one pump in my hand like that. That's what it looks like. And I'm telling you, it's going to look dark when it first goes on my face, but it blends in real nice. And I'm just going to start on the lower half of my cheek. And then work it up. You also make sure you bring it down your neck, just because it's a tinted moisturizer. Not really, it's a foundation. You still want to blend it down. And make sure you get it all the way up into your hairline. And just continue doing this all over your face. Real guys, go get this, what's it called? Foundation. Because it's amazing, and it's drugstore, so it's cheap. I think it's like $12. That's how much I want to say it was. Oh, forget my nose. This would also be a great foundation for college, because I'm not going to want to wake up early and do my full foundation routine, because no one cares in college what you look like. So and before, guys, I didn't have anything on my face, because this acts as my moisturizer, because it says it. SPF 20 moisturizer. So no, I did not have, I had absolutely nothing on my face. Okay, there we go. That's the foundation, and I look like I have foundation on, like full coverage foundation. So I absolutely love it. Now we're going to move on to the concealer. I'm going to take a light amount of it on my finger, and I'm going to pat it under my eyes. Skin against skin really helps makeup blend in. That totally rhymed. But really it does. Alright, so I like to focus it right in this corner, just because that's where my eye gets the, has the darkest part of the circle. So I just like to put a little bit extra right in there. And then you're going to want to set this with a powder. I suggest using Physician Formula's translucent powder, but you could also use a Neutrogena powder. This is the part where I do turn brand name. I am going to use my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus. But any powder really will do, as long as it's translucent. And you just kind of want to swirl that into your head. into your head, into your face. Just because this is like a liquid, you do want to set it or you're going to look shiny and it will kind of sweat off your face. So powder sets it. And as you can see, my powder is very light. So this is where I would go and do my bronzer and my blush and everything. But so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this foundation routine, and I really hope you go out and buy it because it's an awesome foundation. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Love ya. I just wanted to add in, because you'll probably ask a lot of questions, I swear by my Hoola bronzer, and I always wear my Dandelion blush, and then for my highlighter I use my Pink Leopard bronzer just because it's way too shiny and sparkly to be a bronzer. So that's what I use. I use this kind of brush for my bronzer. I use a small stippling brush for my highlighter, and I use a blush brush for my blush. So I just wanted to add that because probably a lot of you will ask. Oh, and I'm 18. Thanks for watching.